Hey guys, welcome back again. It is that time to do our daily MLB predictions. We're going to go over all 15 of our games we have coming up for Sunday, August 24th. This season is flying by. There's 15 games in total. We're going to break them all down. We're going to try to predict the outcome for every single game. Who's going to win, lose, what the final scores might be, and we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. First things first though, if you're a sports fan, if you're a baseball fan, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, feel free to drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree? What are your thoughts on these games? Let me know what your favorite personal predictions and best bets are. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. On this channel, we go over every single baseball game every single day. We break them all down, predictions, best bets. And with college football kicking off, with the NFL just around the corner, we also go over every single football game every week as well. If you're a sports fan, baseball fan, football fan, make sure that you're following along with us. Let's not waste any more time, though. Let's start running through these games. Our very first game we have leading everything off today, Roku, 12:05 p.m., kind of an early game. The 37-92 Colorado Rockies closing in on 100 losses. They are the worst team in baseball on the road versus the 55-74 Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates, not a good offense, bottom 3 overall offense, but really good pitching. They just need some run support. Pittsburgh, 83.3% chance to win this one. Colorado, a 16.7. No one's really giving them a shot here. The Pirates are 1.5 run favorites. 7.5 over under. Colorado plus 260. The Pirates minus 319. Heavy favorites. The Rockies, they do hit a lot of home runs. They're just mostly solo home runs, unfortunately. They're averaging 3.8 runs a game, hitting 241, 132 total home runs, 66 steals, and a 5.99 runs a game. The worst overall pitching in baseball. Let's just round that up to 6. Why not? Pittsburgh, 3.5 runs per game, 232 average. The worst home run hitting team in baseball. 88 home runs, 98 steals, and a 4.02 runs per game. McCade Brown on the mound for the Rockies. Has not thrown a pitch this entire season. Might be kind of rusty here. We have no variables. We don't really have anything to compare him to. On the mound for the Pirates, the best young pitcher in the majors, Paul Skeens. He gets 0 run support. 7-9 record, a 2.16 rate. A 2.16 rate. He only has 7 wins. That is a complete travesty. Give this guy some run support. 154 innings, 174 strikeouts. He's only given up 9 home runs in 24 starts. That is elite. Practically a home run every 3 games. Give me the Pirates winning this one. Covering the spread. They finally get some runs. Give me the over. And our second game is actually a very difficult game to call at 12:10 p.m. The 64-66 St. Louis Cardinals versus the 62-67 Tampa Bay Rays. These teams playing really good baseball the month of April, the month of May. Since the month of May, they've completely gone off the rails. Tampa Bay, 53.3% chance to win this one, and St. Louis, a 46.7. The Rays are 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over under. Tampa Bay minus 124. St. Louis plus 104. This, honestly, to me, is practically a 50-50 pick'em type game. You can make very strong cases for either team to walk away with the win. Cardinals, veteran squad, 4.4 runs per game, 249 batting average, 121 home runs, 76 steals, and a 4.25 runs a game. The Rays, they don't have bad stats. It's just the product on the field does not match the production statistically because they're never playing well at the same time. The Rays are averaging 4.4 runs a game, hitting 249, 138 home runs, solid power, 162 steals, the number 1 stealing team in baseball. They have to generate that into more runs, and they're giving up 4.0 runs a game. Matthew Liberatore on the mound for the Cardinals, 6-10 record, a 4.13 rate, 122 innings, 93 strikeouts. Going up against Ryan Popeau, 8-10 record, 3.95 ERA, 148 innings, 146 strikeouts. It's the 26 home runs that concerns me. He's a little susceptible to the long ball. Give me the Cardinals to walk away with the upset win. Going with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under this game. And our third game on MLB Network at 1:35 p.m. an NL East versus NL East matchup. The 68-60 New York Mets. Guys, the Mets are finally starting to play some decent baseball. They are the least consistent team in baseball, but they're still way above 500. They have an opportunity to close in on the Phillies here. The Phillies are starting to get a lot of injuries. They're on the road versus the 58-70 Atlanta Braves. On paper, the Braves look like a really good team. That has not translated to the on-the-field product. The Braves, 41.5% chance to win. The Mets, a 58.5% chance to win. New York is 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Atlanta plus 110, New York minus 130. The Mets are averaging 4.5 runs a game. The offense is actually starting to score some runs. 244 average, 167 home runs, 100 steals, and 3.81 runs a game. The Braves 4.4 runs per game, 245 average, 143 home runs, 64 steals, and 4.3 runs per game. The Braves' overall team ERA has slowly been ticking up. They have to get that under control. On the mound for the Mets, David Peterson might be their most consistent pitcher. 8-5 record, 3.18 ERA, 144.1 innings, 127 strikeouts. He's only given up 9 home runs in 24 starts. Elite control, keeping the ball in the ballpark, keeping the scores low. Bryce Elder going for the Braves, 5-9 record, a 6.29 ERA. That's not going to cut it here. 111.2 innings, 90 strikeouts. He's given up 19 home runs in 19 starts right now. That's not a good number. It's a home run every game. Give me the Mets to win this game. You could say it, the Mets, maybe they finally have things back on track. They win it, they cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. Now, 1:35 p.m., the 53-76 Washington Nationals. Not a good record by any means, but they're actually a under-the-radar competitive team. A lot of very close losses on the road versus the 75-54 Philadelphia Phillies. First place in the NL East. Veteran team, a really good lineup. The big news, Zach Wheeler out for the season. Massive, massive losses. One of the front runners for the National League Cy Young. That really hurts this pitching staff. Phillies, 73.1% chance to win. The Nationals, a 26.9% chance to win. Philadelphia's 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Philly, minus 276. Washington, plus 224. Right now, the Nationals, 4.3 runs per game, 244 average, 120 home runs, 107 steals. Offense isn't the problem. It is the pitching. 5.32 runs a game. That's bottom 3 in baseball. Phillies, 4.8 runs per game, 258 average, 156 home runs, 107 steals, 3.77 runs a game. An extremely deep pitching staff, but losing Zach Wheeler, that might hurt them once they get closer to the playoffs. On the mound right now for the Nationals, Jake Irvin, 8-8 record, 5.3 ERA, 146 innings, 97 strikeouts. He's given up 29 home runs. He's getting torched left and right. Ranger Suarez, under the radar, really good season. 9-6 record, 3.25 ERA, 119 innings, 111 strikeouts, only 10 home runs given up. Give me Philadelphia winning this one, covering the spread, and I'll go with the under. And at 1:35 p.m., we have the 71-58 Houston Astros holding on to that first place spot in the AL West on the road versus the 59-69 Baltimore Orioles. Younger squad here. They don't pitch well, but they do hit a lot of home runs. The Orioles at home, a 63.3% chance to win this one. Houston, a 36.7% chance to win. The Orioles are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Baltimore here at home, minus 143. The Astros plus 120. Houston is a veteran team. They just don't have the best pitcher today. They're averaging 4.2 runs a game, 253 average, 137 home runs, 62 steals, giving up 3.89 runs a game, which is actually kind of high for an Astros team. They've had elite pitching for basically the last decade. The Orioles 4.3 runs per game, 240 average, 151 home runs, solid power, 85 steals, but they are giving up 4.65 runs a game. If they have the lead, will the bullpen be able to maintain it? That's the largest worry for the Astros. Spencer Arrighetti, 1-4 record, 6.94 ERA. That's not going to cut it. 23.1 innings, 21 strikeouts, 15 walks in 23 innings, 4 home runs, 23 hits. Point is, he's just putting a lot of people on base. Trevor Rogers, one of the surprises here, great season, 6-2 record, 1.41 ERA for the Orioles, 76.1 innings, 67 strikeouts, only 2 home runs given up in 76 innings. You got to love that. Hopefully the bullpen can hold it. Give me Baltimore winning, covering the spread. I'll go with the over. And at 1:40 p.m., another very difficult game to call. The 66-64 Kansas City Royals, they are back above 500, having a strong month of August versus the 78-53 Detroit Tigers. Right now, KC second place in the AL Central. Tigers first place in the AL Central. Kansas City on the road, 39.7% chance to win. The Tigers, a 60.3% chance. Detroit, 1.5 run favorites at home, 8.5 over under. The Tigers, minus 155. The Royals, plus 130. KC right now, not the best offense. They are playing better in the last couple weeks, though. 3.8 runs a game, 246 average, 122 home runs, 99 steals, and 3.58 runs per game. That's what really sucks here. They have a top 3 overall pitching staff. They just need some run support. This is a playoff caliber pitching team. They just need the bats to stay hot. The Tigers 4.8 runs a game, 249 average, 163 home runs, 57 steals, and 3.76 runs a game. On the mound for the Royals, Seth Lugo, third place. last year in AL Cy Young voting, having another really good season. 8-6 record, 3.73 ERA, 137.2 innings, 115 strikeouts. Jake Flattery going for the Tigers, 7-12 record, 4.51 ERA, but for his career, 3.8 ERA. So not the best start so far this season, but he is pitching better as of recent. 131.2 innings, 162 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher. Both pitchers susceptible to home runs. Flattery's given up 20. Lugo's given up 25. This could be a home run bonanza. Give me Detroit to win this one, but I have them winning it by 1. So Detroit wins, but I'll go with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. And how about this pitching matchup at 1:40 p.m.? The 76-54 Toronto Blue Jays, first place in the AL East. They're not the best pitching team. This team can score some runs. One of the best offenses the last 2 months. They're on the road versus the 60-69 Miami Marlins. The Marlins 47.7% chance to win. The Blue Jays a 52.3% chance. Toronto 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Blue Jays are minus 135. The Marlins plus 115. Toronto 4.9 runs per game. 267 batting average. Yes, that's the number one batting average in all of Major League Baseball. 151 home runs, 61 steals. Give them a 4.22 runs a game. The Marlins are averaging 4.3 runs per game. 251 average, 124 home runs, 103 steals, and a 4.52 runs a game. Both teams can work on the pitching, both capable offenses. Kevin Gausman on the mound for Toronto, 8-9 record, strong numbers, 3.78 ERA, 147.2 innings, 142 strikeouts. And pitching for the Marlins, Yuri Perez, good, solid young pitcher, 5-3 record, 3.48 ERA, 64.2 innings, 66 strikeouts. He needs a really good game here. He needs to stop the bleeding for Miami. Let them chip their way back to 500 right before the season ends. Give me the Marlins pulling off the upset. Might sound crazy. Give me the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. At 2:10 p.m., the 61-68 San Francisco Giants kind of fallen off the last 3 to 4 weeks. They're not known for their offense. This team can pitch. The pitching will always give them a shot. Unfortunately for them, they're on the road versus the 81-48 Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers are the best team in baseball right now still. They are good at every single statistical category. They have a 60.4% chance to win this one. First place in the NL Central. The Giants a 39.6% chance to win. Brewers at home, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Milwaukee sitting here at minus 116. The Brewers plus 108. Giants are averaging 4.0 runs a game, 231 batting average, 123 home runs, 56 stolen bases. Like I said, they're not known for their offense. It's that 3.75 team ERA that really gives them a shot. Brewers, good at everything. 5.1 runs per game, 258 batting average, 136 home runs, 138 steals. It's number 2 in baseball. A 3.56 ERA, top 3 overall pitching. They have the starting rotation. They have the bullpen. On the mound for Milwaukee this game, as we make in this video, we don't know. We don't know who's going to be starting the game for them. I hate going into games not knowing who's going to be picking it because I got to pick it right now. Kind of blind. We don't know all the variables, but it is what it is. They have the bullpen to turn this into a long relieving game. On the mound for the Giants, Robbie Ray, having a great season, one of the best seasons of his career. 10-6 record, 2.85 ERA, 154.2 innings, 158 strikeouts, solid numbers across the board, only 115 hits given up. He's keeping the bases clear. Give me the Giants against the unknown here. The Giants win it. I'll go with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. 2:10 p.m., the 59-70 Minnesota Twins versus the 46-83 Chicago White Sox. The White Sox, second worst team in baseball, but there's good news there. They're not the worst team in baseball. They're still someone worse off. Right now, the Twins coming into this game, 62.6% chance to win. The White Sox, a 37.4% chance to win. Minnesota's 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. The Twins, minus 136. The White Sox, plus 116. Minnesota, the offense, 4.1 runs per game. 237 batting average, 146 home runs, 63 steals, 4.25 runs a game. That's where a lot of their issues stem from. Chicago, they are a competitive team. They're not good, but they're competitive. They are much better than they were last year. 3.9 runs a game, 231 average, 125 home runs, 74 steals, 4.18 runs a game. These teams are practically dead even in a lot of those categories. We don't know who's starting for Minnesota as we make in this video. Another one, the team is not announced who's going to be on the mound to start the game. And then you have Gomez going for the White Sox. 3-1 record, a 5.53 ERA, 27.2 innings, 23 strikeouts, 15 walks in 27 innings, 4 home runs given up. Even though we don't know who's starting for the Twins, give me the Twins. Give me their offense to carry the day. Minnesota wins this one. They cover the spread. I'll go with the over. 2:35 p.m., a very competitive matchup. Both these teams hovering around 500 for a while now. The 64 and 64 Cleveland Guardians on the road versus the 65 and 66 Texas Rangers. Whoever wins this game is going to at least be 500. Cleveland 43.1% chance, very hot since the All-Star break. The Rangers 56.9% chance. The offense actually starting to score some runs. They do have the number one pitching team in baseball still. Rangers are 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Cleveland plus 110, the Rangers minus 130, but I honestly think this game is very, very close, very competitive. The Guardians 4.0 runs a game, 227 batting average. They got to get that batting average up. 132 home runs, 101 steals, and a 3.87 runs a game. The Rangers 4.1 runs per game, 233 average, 135 home runs, 109 steals, giving up 3.48 runs a game. Elite pitching, playoff caliber pitching, definitely. Gavin Williams on the mound for the Guardians, 8-4 record. 3.24 ERA, 133.1 innings, 132 strikeouts. He has given up 68 walks. That is a buttload of walks. That's more than one walk every other inning. Merrill Kelly going for the Rangers. They have an extremely deep starting rotation. A 9-7 record, 3.35 ERA, 150.2 innings, 139 strikeouts. It's the pitching that makes this game so competitive. I'm going to go with the Guardians getting the win here. Give me the plus 1.5, and I'm going with the over. 4:07 p.m., two teams that can score some runs, both teams a lot of power. The 74 and 55 Chicago Cubs, second place in the NL Central on the road, versus the 61 and 67 Angels. They lack in pitching, but they are top 5 in home runs. This could be a home run derby matchup. The Angels 33% chance to win, Chicago 67% chance to win. Cubs are 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Chicago minus 145, Los Angeles plus 120. The Cubs right now, they're good at so many different things. 4.9 runs a game, 249 batting average, 173 home runs, that's top 7, 133 steals, that's top 4, and they're only giving up 3.8 runs a game. The Angels, 4.4 runs per game, 233 average, 179 home runs, that's top 5, 61 steals, and a 4.67 runs a game. Kyle Hendricks, this guy's been pitching for a while now. 6-8 record, 4.93 ERA, 126 innings, 85 strikeouts. Not a strikeout guy, but he's given up 20 home runs, 21 home runs. Jameson Talon on the mound for the Cubs. He's kind of been up and down this entire season. 8-6 record, 4.26 ERA, 101.1 innings, 78 strikeouts. He's given up 22 home runs. Hendricks has given up 21 home runs. We might see some home runs here. Both teams hit a lot of home runs. It could be a mishmash of who's going to win this game, but I'm ultimately going to go with the road team. Give me Chicago walking away with the win. I'll take them covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the over. 4:10 p.m., the 67 and 62 Cincinnati Reds. I say it every video. They are a very underappreciated team, extremely consistent. Since opening day, you get the same product. They'll be playing the 63 and 66 Arizona Diamondbacks. They give up a lot of runs, but they also score a lot of runs. Right now, Arizona, 51.5% chance to win. Cincinnati, a 48.5% chance to win. Diamondbacks are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. The Reds are plus 115. The Diamondbacks minus 135. Reds are averaging 4.5 runs per game, 248 average, 127 home runs, 87 steals, 3.79 runs a game. Diamondbacks 4.9 runs per game, 251 average, 178 home runs, 92 steals, 4.55 runs a game. Who's going to control this game in the later innings? Brady Singer going for Cincinnati, 11-9 record, 4.18 ERA, 131.1 innings, 123 strikeouts, going up against Zach Gallen. Zach Gallen, much, much better than the way that he's been pitching this season. He just has not had it this year. 9-13 record, 5.28 ERA, 150 innings, 134 strikeouts. He's given up 26 home runs, 148 hits, 52 walks, some control issues. Give me the Reds getting the win here on the road. Give me the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. Next is the AL West versus AL West matchup, 4:10 p.m. The 59 and 71 Athletics, they give up a lot of runs. They hit a lot of home runs. They're still top 6 overall in home runs versus the 69 and 60 Seattle Mariners. Very complimentary team. They have power, they have speed, they have pitching. Seattle, second place in the AL West, closing in on the Astros. Mariners, 63.7% chance to win. The Athletics, a 36.3% chance to win. Seattle's 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. The Athletics plus 145. The Mariners minus 175. The A's are averaging 4.5 runs per game, 254 average, 178 home runs, 66 steals. They can score some runs. Offense is not the issue. They are giving up 4.82 runs a game. That's obviously going to hold this team back. The Mariners, 4.5 runs per game, 243 average, 180 home runs, top 5, 130 steals, that's top 5, and they're giving up 3.99 runs a game. Jacob Lopez, the A's cannot pitch. That is not Lopez's problem. He's putting together a very strong year, 7-6 record, 3.28 ERA, 90.2 innings, 111 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher. If the Mariners don't have their contact on the day, it's going to be a long day for them. They have Logan Gilbert going. He's also a very good young strikeout pitcher. 3-5 record, 3.83 ERA, 91.2 innings, 125 strikeouts. The pitchers practically cancel one another out, but I trust the Mariners bullpen more, and they're at home. Give me Seattle winning this one, covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the over. And what is probably the best pitching matchup of the day of two teams bound to make the playoffs at 4:10 p.m. an NL West versus NL West matchup, number 1 versus number 2. The 73-56 Los Angeles Dodgers playing the 73-56 San Diego Padres. These teams are tied. It is crazy. Whoever wins the game, they're number 1. Dodgers 52.8% chance to win. The Padres a 47.2% chance. This is why we love baseball. This is baseball at its finest leading up to the final month. Dodgers 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. LA minus 110, San Diego minus 110. Vegas is letting you know either team can get the W. Dodgers are averaging 5.2 runs per game, 255 batting average, 190 home runs. That's number 2. 77 steals and a 4.16 runs a game. They have a buttload of injuries. They're still finding ways to pull off wins. San Diego 4.2 runs per game. If they can get Fernando Tatis on track with Machado hitting hot right now, this lineup could potentially carry the team. 252 average, 110 home runs, 86 steals, and a 3.54 runs a game. The Padres can pitch. They can pitch their way to the playoffs. Great starting rotation, but it's the bullpen. Number 1 in baseball. They can rely on that later innings. Dodgers, they have Yamamoto on the mound. 10-8 record, a 2.9 ERA. He's the ace. 133.2 innings, 151 strikeouts. Going up against Nick Pivetta, also having a strong season. 13-4 record, 2.81 ERA. 147.1 innings, 154 strikeouts. I think this game is going to be close. It's going to go down to the wire. Give me the home team. Give me the Padres bullpen making the difference later innings. Pivetta, Padres, the plus 1.5, and ever so slightly, I'm going with the over, like a 5-3. Still lower scoring game, but a just inches over. And our final game on ESPN at 7 p.m., the best rivalry in baseball, the 71-59 Boston Red Sox versus the 69-60 New York Yankees. I would not want to be Aaron Boone right now. The way the Red Sox have been beating the crap out of the Yankees this season, he needs to get a win today. The pressure is going to be insurmountable come Monday if they lose again. New York, 62.1% chance to win at home. Boston, a 37.9% chance. The Yankees, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Boston's plus 140. The Yankees minus 165. The Red Sox, they can do a little bit of everything. 5.0 runs a game. 252 average, 152 home runs, 108 steals, and a 3.75 runs a game. The Yankees, 5.2 runs per game, 251 average, number 1 in home runs, 209 home runs. But it seems if they don't hit home runs, they don't score runs. You cannot play baseball that streaky. At some point, you got to get down to the basics, get down to small ball. 100 steals, giving up 4.0 runs a game. Dustin May on the mound for the Red Sox, 7-9 record. 4.59 ERA, 119.2 innings, 114 strikeouts, going up against Carlos Rodon, having a really good, strong, balanced season. 13-7 record, 3.24 ERA, 152.2 innings, 169 strikeouts, only 103 hits given up. But for some reason, it feels like the Red Sox are just still going to get the win again today. But I'm going to go out there. Give me the Yankees rebounding. They need this win badly. They need it just to save face. New York wins it. They cover the spread, but I'm going to go with the under. Guys, that's our breakdown, our predictions, our picks, our best bets for every single baseball game we have coming up for Sunday, August 24th. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, drop them below. By all means, whether you agree, disagree, doesn't matter. Let me know what your favorite picks are, what your favorite predictions are for today. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. There's 3 tiers in total. If you do decide to sign up, guys, I would definitely appreciate it. And as always, thank you for watching. No matter what you do, make sure to get a bunch of sources together, combine it together, see what makes the most sense to you, and good luck to everyone else.